Okay, who's got the first question?
Monty, that was a nice gentle reintroduction to cricket for you. Well, just 33 overs today. How happy do you feel with your performance and the way you made the most of the opportunity?
Yeah, I was pleased with my bowling today. Obviously bowling a lot of overs under my belt is something that I've done for Sussex last year, so it was that sort of similar kind of role where first day wicket and where you kind of do a holding job, but I was kind of a little bit surprised with the amount of turn we got on the first day. So I felt that me and Swanee were pretty much involved in the game.
Your duel with Misbah was fascinating to watch over the course of the day. England's big frustration, of course, will be the fact that he's still there. What went through your mind when Jimmy dropped that chance off your bowling when Misbah was just 30 overs?
Yeah, I think these kind of things happen. He's obviously bat as well, and you just got to sort of push that past you and keep focusing on the overs. I knew I was going to bowl a lot of overs, so I didn't want that to affect me and let it come into my spell. I think I was just trying to focus on my next ball, but also I think it's important that as a spinner you've got to group your overs together and bowl good sort of overs and good spell to create that pressure. And I've been there before where catches have been dropped and kind of frustration comes into your own sort of game. But this time around, I think I just try to stick to my process.
Well, it's been a while. Was it nervous? When you first came on, was it nervous?
Yeah, I was a little bit nervous. I obviously found out this morning, and yeah, I was obviously excited a little bit, but kind of making my sort of second sort of debut in a sense, being out of the team for such a long time. I was obviously delighted to have a go and sort of bowl in tandem with my spin twin, sort of my partner Swanee.
And just confirm, it was this morning when you found out you were retiring?
Yeah, I found out this morning, and I obviously was very delighted.
From the morning about how successful was the pitch or you think you have more heads in the morning than down?
Yeah, I think in the morning there was a bit of moisture in the pitch which allowed the ball to grip, and we felt that there was a bit of purchase in there. And I think once the ball got slightly older and also the pitch kind of dried out a bit as well, there wasn't as much grip as it was sort of in the morning. But I think with the new ball, sort of second new ball, I think all the sort of the seamers and the spinners are involved in the game. You got some purchase there, and also you got that invariable bounce with the new ball as well.
Do you still have dreams of being England number one, so obviously with Swan or into a lot of our you do not actually shine. Do you hope to one day you can be back to the number one?
I think I'm enjoying the sort of my partnership that I have with Swan, bowling in tandem. Ball spinning away, ball turning in, actually creates quite a lot of pressure amongst different batsmen. And also we kind of help each other. Certain batsmen don't feel comfortable against off spin, so I try and get him on strike so he can bowl to that batter, and maybe someone is struggling against me. So we kind of work, help each other, and it can be very effective. You can actually get both sides out, and also you can create a lot of pressure from it as well.
But I mean, obviously normally only one spinner at the side, isn't it? So it's been great for the last 3 years. Has that been frustrating? Do you have hopes of one day for you rather than Graham or rather than anybody else?
Well, we'll see. Obviously, I've been out of the team for 3 years, so whatever opportunities I get now, I just want to make the most of it, and then we just take it from there. I can't, I'm not really thinking about if I want to be number one or whatever. I think we both see each other as partners and helping each other. I think that's probably the focus at the moment.
Okay, what did you think overall of the day today? The sense of the job well done, taking 7 wickets out there, and there's some frustration because the catches did go down and maybe the result out?
No, I think, come sort of start of the day, we would have taken, 7 wickets. It's the first day sort of pitch, and, as a bowling unit, everyone, bowled really well. You're going to get, obviously, some chances taken, some chances, will get dropped. But overall, I think, we're very pleased with the day.
How do you think Stuart bowled today? Quite dangerous?
Yeah, he bowled, very well. He had aggressive lines, he had a good bumper in him, and I think that sort of made the Pakistani batsman uncomfortable. with the way he was using the short ball. So I thought, he bowled really well, and Jimmy early on as well, created some chances. And, I think with the new ball, it's, the bowlers are definitely in the game.
Bobby, have you talked us through two balls where you got that return catch and then the next ball you go to work out? What was you might improve that?
Well, I was thinking to myself, maybe I need to do a bit more court and bowl practice because, dropping that catch, I should have taken it. And then the next ball, I think I meant to do that, where, you sort of hit the leather and it skids on. But, it was nice to get the wicket next ball because, he's been in good form and it's good to sort of get him early on.
Do you think in that situation now is kind of a good justification for these spins? The way the game's gone today is show that it can work well?
Yeah, I think conditions, out here in the subcontinent definitely caters for, two spinners because it also allows for the seamers to get good respite, and if me and Swanee can both bowl really well together and create that good pressure, we can use the seam bowlers as impact bowlers, and as you saw today with the new ball, they picked up wickets, and I think that combination works really well.
Well, what role was the Mushy played in getting you back into the side with the Taufeeq connection? I mean, was he down watching you a lot at home over the last season and telling you what you need to do to get back into the team?
Yeah, Mushy's been, really helpful in terms of, getting me back to the England team. He firstly, suggested me to go to Sussex. That'll be a good move for me in terms of my cricket, but also he just kept on. I think, when you're out of the team, you can get, frustrated, and he just sort of kept that self-belief going. And I think he was really pleased that I was playing today, and very happy that, I got wickets. But I think he was really pleased with me bowling, 33 overs where I kept at it, and I think that's what he encourages me to do a lot. Is he's more, his philosophy is more about not bowling magic balls, but bowling a good set of overs continuously, and that's what kind of brings wickets. And I think he was really pleased with that.
One thing, your reflection this morning came as a surprise, and then was it surprising you as well? You found out?
Well, I just tried to keep myself ready, and I think there was always going to be maybe the option of playing two spinners because of the conditions out here and the pace of the wicket, and I was just pleased that I got that opportunity, and I was really pleased just to get some bowling out there and be part of the game.
How long before the start of play did you find out you were actually in the team?
About 20 minutes probably before play, I kind of found out, and I was sort of getting excited, and the all sort of nervous energy and all that sort of started to build up.
Because you're only really 20 minutes beforehand, but then we found out last night you might have to keep up the fight and trouble getting to sleep.
Yeah, be awake all night, try and practice my action in front of the mirror. I guess I avoided me doing that. No, it was just, sometimes it can be a bit nerve-wracking, but it's, obviously there's waiting for the conditions, and it's nice, that I got a game, and, we've had a good day today as well.
Was there any time in the last 2.5 years you thought you might not get back to that?
I think, there's times where you do kind of, self-doubt does creep in. You do think, is it ever going to happen? And I think that's where, like Mark Robinson and Officer Mushy, they've been sort of helping me to protect my, obviously, self-belief, but also helping me to grow at Sussex. They've made me, play a leading role in all forms of the game, and I think that adds, to your confidence, and it adds to, your own self-belief. And I then just kept on going, and then obviously just waited for an opportunity, and today I got one, and I'm really pleased with it.
Was there any particular time that you were a bit concerned? There were times when you were in the Lions side?
Yeah, I guess there's, when you're out of the England team, you're not human if you're gonna, have that sort of think, is it ever going to happen? And these things sometimes, do creep in, and I think you need good coaches, good people around you to help you and help you get through that. And that's why Sussex is a really good place for me because, we've got a good culture there. Mark Robinson's worked really hard on my own game, and Mark Davis as well when he's been there. And also when I was in Australia, Greg Matthews was good in terms of adding, some value to my bowling. So it's been good.
Was it Sussex's idea, or England, or your went on to Australia to discover it a bit more later?
I think it was kind of my idea because I thought if I got selected for the Pakistan tour, then at least I got some cricket under my belt. Bowling on a Saturday in grade cricket, getting 20 overs was was I think was good for me to keep ticking over. And then if that opportunity did come, then at least I had some cricket under my belt, rather than maybe bowling, in the indoor centre at home, which I felt was probably better if I had some great cricket.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mark.
Cheers, guys.